All right, fifth graders, let's correct homework G. All right, question number one. Question number one is, what is 4 and 6/10 times 0 and 4/10? So think, what is your rule for multiplying decimals? Well, if I remember, it's ignore the decimal. Count how many numbers are behind the decimal. There's 1, 2. We'll need that later. Let's multiply normally. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 4 is 16. 17, 18. We get 184. But remember, if we're taking 1/10 times 1/10, you would get 1/100th. So you need to have hundredths. Well, if I put the decimal right here, that would be wrong because I only have, what's the place value behind the decimal called? The tenths. So this is the hundredths, so that's where the decimal goes, not there. Why? Because now we have tenths, hundredths, or you could do it the cheating way. 2 numbers behind the decimal, the answer is 1 and 84 hundredths. Let's take a look at long division. Now you might be saying, Mr. Merrifield, why do you keep giving us long division every week, every day? Because that's actually a skill you're going to use a lot in middle school. So here we go. How many 6s are in 9? 1. Multiply. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract. Bring down with your arrow. How many 6s are in 37? 6. We can get very close because 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract to get 1. Bring down your 4. Start over one more time. How many 6s are in 14? 2. 2 times 6 is 12. You get remainder 2. Or as we say in 5th grade, remainder 2/6. Actually, I think starting later this week or next week, I'm going to start showing you how to turn this into a decimal and not have remainders anymore, which I did teach earlier in the year, but okay. Number 3, how do we do this problem? Well, to do number 3, we're going to have to use what? Yep, area model. 2-box area model. So here we go. Let's draw our thing. Let's split 2 and 4/5 apart because it's made of 2 and 4/5 times 3. What meets in box number 1? 2 comes down, 3 comes over. 2 times 3 is 6. What meets here? 3 times 4/5. Gordon loop. 3 times 4 is 12/5. But we're not going to leave 12/5 as 12/5 because it's a fraction greater than 1. So what is 12 divided by 5? 2. Remainder 2/5. Add this plus this. What do you get? You get 8 and 2/5. There's your answer. All right, prime factors. So prime factorization means that you could take any number and break it into only primes. How do you do that? Well, you first ask yourself, how do you make 36? I'm going to do 3 times 12. Now, you might have done 6 times 6 or 9 times 4. You're still right. Don't worry. Only the final answer matters here. Okay, so you look at the end of this branch. What do you see? I see a 3. Is 3 prime? Yes, it is. The only way to make 3 is 3 times 1. There's no other way to make it. But how about 12? Is 12 prime? Nope. How do you make 12? How about 4 times 3? You probably were thinking 2 times 6. That's okay. Still works. Let's look right here at the end of the branch. I see a 4. Is 4 prime? No, it's not. So we can do 2 times 2. Let's look at the end of that branch. We have a 2. Yep, prime. End of this branch, 2. Yes, prime. End of this branch, 3 prime. And now look, every branch is a prime. So what is the answer? It is 3 times 2 times 2 times 3. In any order, if you have these numbers in any order, you're correct. Or you can write it as exponents because we have 1, 2, 3. So you could write it 3 to the second power times, how many are there? 2 to the second power. That's what, excuse me, you'll probably see it in middle school. All right, let's take a look at the last one. I got that one in the gallery right here. Uh-oh. Guys, I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. It says a florist makes 24 bouquets. She uses 16 flowers for each bouquet. Altogether, how many flowers does she use? That would be 24. Each of those bouquets has 16, so it's 24 times 16. What kind of problem is 24 times 16? Yep, that would be magic 0. Let's switch colors one more time. How about green? I always like green. Let's go with 5. So again, what was it? 24 times 16. Let's cover. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Kill, cross, magic. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Let's add that. We get 4, 8, 3. Correct answer is 384 flowers. Thank you, 5th grade. And don't forget, please, today when you're doing homework A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, to put in what your score was. Yes, what your score was. So anyway, hope all is well, and see you guys tomorrow.